10秒准备，10秒准备，再就2号机给你，4号机。
也是一个酒器。
On June 26, 2012, reporters from all over China have gathered in a village in the city of Baoji, Shanxi province. They stare intently at a small pit that contains treasures that will amaze the world. Some suspect this vessel holds China's most ancient liquor. Some think this container once held a pot of steaming meat. Many fine bronze wares have also been unearthed from the pit, including one particularly large and mysterious piece. Some say it was used by royal families to help prevent excessive drinking. Many questions surround this amazing discovery. What are these treasures? Who was their owner? Baoji is Shanxi's second largest city. It's known for Chinese bronzeware. Many national treasures have been unearthed here. Many are from the Western Zhou dynasty, about 3,000 years ago. To date, more than 50,000 bronze artifacts have been unearthed at Baoji. At 9 a.m., June 22, 2012, Shu Haijun, a villager in Shezhuitou village, finds a few pieces that look like bronzeware.
Shu
realizes that the green objects are probably bronzewares, so he immediately reports the find to the Cultural Relics Department of Baoji. One of the archaeologists rushes to the site. He removes the dust on the surface and concludes that the green objects found by Shu Haijun are indeed bronzewares. They have turned green after years of corrosion.
去了以后，现场一看，看到这个漏了有几件器物。本来想着就这么几件器物，啊，因为这个前面这个3月份、4月份去过2次，器物也不多。本来想着就这么几件器物，这个一清理应该很快就能结束。
However, as the digging continues, it turns out that retrieving the bronzeware is not as simple as first expected.
发掘下去以后，结果发现器物是在这个坎里头，这个是以前没有遇到过的一种现象。从我这个角度讲，没有见过。那么这个时候就产生一个疑问：这个会不会是窖藏？
A cellar was a relatively common place to bury treasures in ancient times. The size of the hole determines the amount of treasures that can be hidden. Having cleaned up the surrounding soil, the archaeologists speculate that this is a small pit that can only store a few artifacts. But as the excavation work continues, the archaeologists find another 5 holes of different sizes around the original pit. Could this be a Cellar group?
继续向下做的过程中，这个窖藏的泥纹是排出来，发现二层台。二层台一般都是墓葬所特有的一个东西啊，不是窖藏里面一般没有二层台。
The secondary platform surrounds the coffin pit and is used to display the treasures of the tomb's occupant. The tomb runs north to south and is about 4.3 meters long, 3.6 meters wide, and 2.4 meters deep. It has 2 inner coffins and 1 outer coffin. The only remaining parts of the occupant are some bone fragments. The 6 holes in the tomb walls are called burial niches. They hold more than 30 exquisite bronze artifacts. Many of the items found on the secondary platform are parts of vehicles or associated with equestrianism. There are even some weapons. In the niches, there are many precious treasures. The archaeologists think they were likely to have belonged to a member of the royal family. Archaeologists find that the first few bronze artifacts unearthed are engraved with cloud-like patterns and relief decorations. They are patterns commonly seen at the end of the Shang in the beginning of the Zhou dynasty 3,000 years ago. The tomb's occupant is very likely to have been a member of the nobility in that period of history. But it's still hard to tell for sure which dynasty he lived in. On June 29, 2012, while cleaning the niches, the archaeologists find a large bronze artifact. It's about 95 centimeters long, 45 centimeters wide, and 21 centimeters tall. It has 5 faces and is hollow inside. The special patterns on its surface give a clear indication of its date. This large bronze artifact was a ritual object which first appeared in the early Western Zhou dynasty and disappeared in the Warring States period. There are no such artifacts in existence today that date earlier than the Western Zhou dynasty. So, the tomb's occupant was most likely a nobleman of the Western Zhou period. But what kind of noble was he? What made him so different? To answer these questions, we need to turn to the text on the bronze artifact and any other evidence from the tomb. But the archaeologists have yet to find any textual messages. On July 4th, 2012, the moment the archaeologists have been looking forward to finally arrives. In the niches, they find a bronzeware that is shaped like a deep plate. There are clear markings on the plate. This makes everyone excited. Inscriptions are often found engraved on funeral items, especially on bronzeware. The texts vary in length and mostly record sacrificial ceremonies, lectures, conquests, awards, or vows made by the tomb's occupant. They are the best evidence to help explain his identity. After a preliminary inspection, the archaeologists find 3 characters in the center of the plate. There's also an L-shaped family emblem. The next day, they find another 2 characters in a square pattern on a bronze liquor vessel. The experts speculate that the second character on the plate is one of the 10 celestial stems found in the ancient Chinese calendar. The first 2 characters are likely to be the birth and death dates of the tomb's occupant, or the name given to him after his death. And the last character is probably a tribal surname. The square pattern on the liquor vessel might be a tribal emblem. The 2 characters are probably his given name. As some of the questions are answered, the figure of a nobleman called Fu Yi appears to be forming right in front of our eyes. But his name also conveys an amazing piece of information. The man buried in the tomb may not be from the Zhou dynasty, but from the Shang dynasty.
这个商人呢，是习惯于，是一种风俗，用这个天干来叫司名的。那么除了2个都是显示商文化的这个特征了，但是周人是不用这个的。
Both the inscriptions and the emblem engraved on the unearthed bronze artifacts show traces of the Shang dynasty. But does this prove it is a tomb from the Shang dynasty? And if not, why would bronze artifacts made in the Shang dynasty appear in a tomb of the Western Zhou dynasty?
这么多商代的铜器，在这个地方出土，最大的可能性就是灭商之后的这种缴获的这个战利品。
The bronze artifacts in a tomb are not all cast for the burial. Some may be the occupant's spoils of war or other possessions. Perhaps this is why items from the Shang era are sometimes found in tombs from the Western Zhou dynasty. The ritual object that represents the Zhou dynasty has an irreplaceable position. But just like the identity of the tomb's occupant, its true function remains unknown. On June 29, 2012, archaeologists could not find the waste pit. It was customary to put a waste pit beneath the coffin. It's placed alongside funerary objects, including the owner's pets. Waste pits were most popular during the Shang and Zhou dynasties, especially to the north of the Yellow River Basin. Tombs with waste pits dating from the Western Zhou dynasty have been found in Shanxi, Henan, Shandong, and elsewhere. The sacrificial items placed in waste pits during this time were mostly dogs. The Western Zhou people believed that death was also rebirth. They hoped that their dogs would follow them after their death to help protect them. It is extremely rare for a tomb from the Western Zhou dynasty to have no waste pit or funerary objects placed in niches.
多片的这种墓葬在陕西基城发现过一座，它那个壁龛比这个还多，它那个是这个墓壁4边都有壁龛，所以它也属于这个当时来说是少数部族的那种墓葬形制。
The archaeologists suspect this is the tomb of a minority tribe. They have their own unique way of life and cultural system, and also different burial customs. But if this is true, which tribe did the tomb's occupant belong to? Perhaps the answer can be found by taking a closer look at a famous war. In 1046 BC, King Wu of the Zhou dynasty launched the final battle against the king of the Shang dynasty in Muye.
这个周武王伐纣的时候，除了他自己那个走团那个兵以外，还有一支很大的力量，就是姜子牙那一批力量，姜姓的那批力量啊，还有墓室里边记载里有8个这个少数民族的集团跟他一块儿去打仗的，大概都应该是因为偏西的人，偏西的这走团一联合起来，去把这个商朝灭。
Perhaps the tomb's occupant was a noble warrior from one of the 8 minority tribes that followed King Wu. He was probably rewarded for his outstanding performance in battle with these artifacts dating from the Shang dynasty. If so, then which tribe did the warrior belong to? A ceramic artifact found in a niche in the northwest corner of the tomb delights the archaeologists. This is a utensil used in normal daily life. It has little value compared to many other bronze artifacts in the tomb. But it could be the key to uncovering the mystery of the tomb's occupant.
做墓葬啊，随葬品里头最能判断这个是墓主人生前所使用的或者经常使用的器物，一般是陶器。这座墓葬呢，只随葬了1件陶器。通过长时间的考古工作者的研究，它应该就是宝鸡土主人使用的一种器物。那么进一步的说，就是姜姓人使用的器物。
这种高岭傣族历呢，是商民族文化根本就没有的东西，而这个东西呢，只有在西北姜戎的这些文化体系里面才可以看到。
Legend has it that the Yan Emperor lived by the Jiang River in the southwestern part of Baoji. The high-collar tripod was a typical utensil used in the daily lives of the Jiang tribe. His later descendants adopted Jiang as the family name. The Jiang tribe appears to have prospered following King Wu's war against the Shang dynasty. The tomb suggests one of the noblemen of the Jiang tribe fought particularly courageously in the war and received lucrative rewards from the king. These precious Shang bronze items were his reward. His descendants put these items into his tomb after his death. And even after 3,000 years of corrosion, these treasures are still well preserved. The best preserved and perhaps most incredible item of all is a small bronze jar. It seems to hold some mysterious liquid. On July 5th, 2012, as they extract a bronze liquor container, the archaeologists gently shake the vessel and hear the distinct sound of water. Many people begin to wonder what this bronze liquor container holds. Is it filled with liquor from 3,000 years ago, or simply rainwater? As this is a liquor container, some experts speculate that there is likely to be liquor inside. Others remain skeptical. They argue that liquor from thousands of years ago is hard to preserve. But other cases suggest there could indeed be liquor inside. A phoenix-headed bronze container unearthed in Xi'an in 2003 was found to contain a mysterious liquid. In 2011, another mysterious liquid was found in tombs dating from the Western Han Dynasty in Puyang, Henan Province. Test results show that the liquids contain components of liquor. If there is really liquor inside, it's earlier than any other liquor found to date in China. The bronze liquor container is still sealed. People can only know the answer the day it's opened. Regardless of whether there is liquor inside, the tomb's occupant must have been a lover of liquor. On July 3, 2012, while extracting a bronze tripod from a niche, archaeologists found a green object in the tripod. Through careful observation, experts conclude that the object is made of an animal bone that has turned green through corrosion. This bronze tripod could possibly have once held a pot of steaming meat. With vehicles and spears, liquor and meat, as well as a large number of bronze wares, a clear picture of life of the noble warrior begins to reveal itself. Such a life appears to have had boundaries. The ritual object seems to be a warning to not drink to excess. Some say it appeared following the demise of a country. Others say it can control alcoholism and was once indispensable in the lives of Western Zhou aristocrats. But artifacts like these have only ever been found 4 times before. Join us for part 2 of Treasures of Stone Drum Mountain.